Here's what's happening right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
A 16-year-old Kennewick teen is dead after a late-night shooting. What we know so far from authorities.
Plus,
everything we can do to lower the price of electricity, lower the price of gasoline.
Department of Energy Secretary Chris Wright stopped at Ice Harbor Dam today. Find out why he's here coming up.
Also ahead, the Walla Walla Sleep Center is at capacity night after night. Why demand is growing and what's being done to keep people safe.
And this camera is going to be shaking tomorrow. Also, we have possibly freezing rain on the way, fog, mountain flooding, and so much more. I'll talk about it all coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 5. Starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
and a very good Thursday evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. It is December the 4th.
First at 5 o'clock, U.S. Secretary of Energy Chris Wright in the Tri-Cities today, touring Ice Harbor Dam as part of a multi-day visit to Washington State.
Now, the Trump administration says it's highlighting the importance of the lower Snake River dams and reversing earlier federal policy the secretary argues would have raised electricity costs.
Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen was at Ice Harbor Dam today and brings us a recap of the visit.
Standing on the edge of the Snake River, Secretary of Energy Chris Wright says his visit to Ice Harbor Dam is about one message: keeping electricity affordable and reliable for millions across the Northwest.
The hydropower assets in Washington State and the Pacific Northwest are why you've got well below national average electricity prices here.
The administration halted the previous Columbia River Basin policy earlier this year, calling it costly and harmful to ratepayers. Today, Wright emphasized that Ice Harbor's output is more important to the region.
Dispatchable power that's there when you need it is high-value power. Hydropower that you can ramp up to a high level at the most valuable time of electricity is critical to enable businesses and houses to have reliable power and have affordable power.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, which operates the dam, says the dam averages 150 to 200 megawatts a day. The secretary took a private tour of the dam, looking at recent upgrades, showcasing turbine improvements and fish passage systems designed to reduce environmental impacts.
We have 3 new fish-friendly turbines going in units 1, 2, and 3. These turbines have increased survivability of juveniles coming down the river from about 80-90% to 98% for our fixed blade runner and 96% for our adjustable blade runners that are going in.
While the future of the lower Snake River dams remains a point of debate across the Northwest, federal leaders say their priority, at least for now, is reinforcing the importance of hydropower as a backbone of the regional grid. Secretary Wright will continue his tour of central and eastern Washington with his next stop at the Hanford site. Each reason for his visit is to promote stable reliability in energy. Reporting at Ice Harbor Dam, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
As the debate over the lower Snake River dams continues, Secretary Wright says his visit underscores the administration's position that hydropower remains essential for the region's energy future.
Before we get to the rest of tonight's headlines, let's talk about our weather and roads. That is a concern.
Yes, might be getting a little slick out there. We want to check in with Josh before you hit the roads this evening. Josh, how's everybody looking?
Yeah, well, we have seen some road closures, and there are some that are still in play for I-84 westbound. Now, earlier this went all the way up to Cabbage Hill. Now it is for about Baker City to Ontario. So technically that's out of our market. We're going to hand wave that for now. But if you're traveling south on I-84, that's definitely something that you want to be front of mind. Then we have Oregon 204 at Tollgate. So that is a little bit off the domain of the screen here, but milepost 0 to 39, that's closed. So that would be from Elgin to Adena. So that roadway is also closed due to, well, it's snow packed out there. Can't really see much from the ODOT camera, but just know traveling down into the Blues this evening is a very dicey thing to take on. Okay, big weather stories. Freezing rain going to be possible for tonight into tomorrow morning, especially in the Yakima Valley. Wind gusts picking up, going to be a big factor for Friday night, and Saturday. Gusts in some 55 miles per hour. And the Cascades could get 8 inches of rainfall over the next 7 days, so we could see some localized flooding. First alert radar showing you the snow thankfully winding down right now in the blue, but we're starting to see the rain and a little bit of a wintry mix picking up in the Cascades. And again, just kind of the last gasp of those snow showers right now in the Blue Mountains. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s across the map, so of course you want to bundle up as you're headed out this evening. Overnight lows going to be down into the 30s and below freezing in the Yakima Valley. That's going to be important for that freezing rain forecast. Could have some freezing rain in the morning there as well. And it's just going to be zero fun to be outside for Friday. Also, there's a little bit of patchy fog that's going to be possible for Friday morning. The main time frame is going to be 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. for the Kittitas Valley and for the Blue Foothills. But folks, we are just scratching the surface. Freezing rain going to be possible, and also winds and flooding and the whole shebang. I'll have that coming up a little bit later in the show.
All right, Josh, thank you. Just a heartbreaking scene in Kennewick. A 16-year-old boy was found shot and killed Wednesday night at the Heatherstone apartment complex on West 10th Avenue. The Kennewick Police Department says just before 7:30 Wednesday night, officers rushed to the 1100 block of West 10th, this after getting reports of a shooting in progress there. When they got there, they say they found the teen shot. Officers tried to save him, but sadly, he did not survive. Detectives spent the night talking with neighbors, collecting evidence, and working to figure out what led up to the shooting. Right now, they're really counting on the community to help fill in the gaps.
If, they have firsthand knowledge of the incident, please contact non-emergency dispatch or the KPD tips line if they have any information. Other than that, like I said, we believe it's a target incident, so it wasn't random.
Police say the boy's family has been notified. They also tell us they don't believe there are any public safety issues. KPD says they can't say if they have any suspects identified, but they are chasing leads.
New at 5, Ellensburg police say a 2023 jewelry store burglary has now led to a prison sentence. Officers say suspects rammed a stolen car into the store, causing about $16,000 in damage, and they stole more than $30,000 in jewelry before the alarm scared the thieves off. Detectives used DNA, video, and phone records to identify the suspects. Last month, 39-year-old Gary Moyer of Port Orchard took a plea deal and was sentenced to 65 months in prison. Another suspect is still awaiting trial.
Well, within the last hour, we have learned students in Moses Lake won't have class yet again tomorrow. This as the work stoppage continues.
So here's what we know. The district says all school buildings will remain closed, but the district office is open from 7:30 to 4:30. Free breakfast and lunch will still be provided for students. Pickup is daily from 11 to 12 at elementary schools. The district says it is working with mediators and expects to share a new proposal with teachers soon, with updates posted online for the community. And of course, we'll keep you updated here on TV.
In Sunnyside, we bring you an update now on the city's upcoming budget. Julia Hart, a Sunnyside council member, says the city has improved from a $2 million to a $1 million budget deficit to not being in a deficit, thanks to a $1 million investment fund maturing in March. The community pool will stay open on a shortened schedule, and the senior center will not face cuts since most services are contracted or volunteered. The city also dropped plans to outsource the dispatch center after reassessing budget options and community feedback.
It helps that the community let us know what they want and what they expect us to provide for them. And they've been very vocal about that. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You tell us what you want, we'll see how we can get it. And so that's a good thing. So I'm feeling pretty confident, much calmer, much calmer about going into 2026.
The last end the city needs to figure out how to remain fully operational is the community center, whether that be through legislative funding or a donation.
Well, Yakima residents can meet the final 2 candidates for airport director next Monday. The city announcing today that it is hosting an open house December 8th from 10 to 11 a.m. at the Yakima Airport office. The finalists are Robert Jacobs, a veteran airport operations manager from Memphis, and Christopher Hopkins, who has worked in airport security and aviation management nationwide. Both will also interview with city leaders, and the city manager expects to make a hiring decision soon. Well, the Walla Walla Alliance for the Homeless says its sleep center continues to see high demand every night as services expand across the community.
So speaking at a city council work session Monday, Alliance leaders shared the nonprofit, which has operated the sleep center for nearly a decade, currently serves nearly 70 people each night. The sleep center has now supported nearly 1,000 individuals since opening. Officials say volunteer hours and strong city partnership remain key to keeping the program running. The center recently expanded with new shelter units, laundry access, and a dog run. Leaders say nightly capacity shifts depending on whether units are being used by individuals or couples.
Or what we would consider full every night. What changes is how many couples we might be serving, because a hut could be for an individual or it could potentially be for a couple. So that number will vary based on how many kind of dual occupancies we might have.
And the Alliance says it will continue expanding services as funding allows to meet growing community needs.
Coming up next right here on Apple Valley News Now live at 5, 'tis the season for holiday fun in Sunnyside. We are previewing one of the most unique lighted parades in the Northwest.
And Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth in for Stacy on this Thursday. He'll have your full First Alert forecast as he is tracking a lot of rain. Stay right here.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house.
Hitting the slopes in a built wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
In a town by the lake on a crisp winter night, holiday lights sparkle, a beautiful sight. A cruise to the North Pole, cocoa in hand, a feeling of joy throughout the land. Fireworks bursting, the grand Christmas tree, rooms with treats for both you and me. One December, I just might proclaim, let's move Christmas to Coeur d'Alene.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Looking for Santa Claus? He's right here with us at Queensgate Gardens. Visit us today for your best selection of Christmas trees and wreaths for this season's holiday cheer. Bring your family and find the perfect tree. Customize your own wreath and pick out fresh, colorful poinsettias. Visit us at Queensgate Gardens today.
During this special season, trust Apple Valley News Now and ABC for an awesome lineup of magical holiday shows with favorites from Disney plus more. It's all proudly sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house.
Hitting the slopes in a built wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
Kraken, Oilers. Coverage begins at 6 tonight on Apple Valley News Now.
Kennewick is getting its first ever inpatient drug treatment center as the Columbia Valley Center for Recovery moves closer to opening. The facility, which is located on South Auburn Street, has been 7 years in the making and will offer services the Tri-Cities has never had. That includes medical detox and residential treatment. The Benton Franklin Recovery Coalition says the project has been driven by grassroots support with millions donated by community members to address the region's growing need for addiction services. Coalition leaders say it will finally allow people to get treatment close to home rather than traveling out of the area.
We have been without withdrawal management services within Benton and Franklin County for a number of years now. And so our community members who are in need of any type of social detox or withdrawal management or maybe residential services have had to go to out of county or out of state sometimes services.
The center is expected to open by April and will expand services in phases, including recovery housing and youth treatment.
Turning to community events, the holidays are coming to Sunnyside, and this weekend brings some festive fun the whole family can enjoy.
Yes, so that starts Friday, December 5th with the city's Kids Lighted Christmas Parade tree lighting at Centennial Square. Community members are invited for gifts, Santa, and holiday cheer as the parade and tree lighting kick off the season.
Saturday night, December 6th, the lights keep shining with the Sunnyside Lighted Farm Implement Parade. Tractors, combines, and antique farm equipment, all adorned with thousands of Christmas lights, will roll through downtown for what many call the nation's oldest farm implement parade.
But it's the big main event that's my favorite, and I would encourage everyone to come out for that. I know our population with the visitors and everybody, it more than doubles in Sunnyside on parade night.
Before the parade, stop by the Sunnyside Christmas Market starting early Saturday for holiday gifts, local goods, and festive treats. And in sports, this weekend, high school football state champions will be decided. One of the teams playing for a state title is DeSalles Catholic High School in Walla Walla. They are in the 1B division, which plays 8-man football. The Fighting Irish have enjoyed an undefeated season so far and hope to cap it off with a state title. All state championship games will be played at Husky Stadium, the home of the University of Washington Huskies.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I've been in a couple state championship games in baseball, but football we play at Husky Stadium, which is a really big site and really cool. So, in our school, it's the first time that our DeSales has made it since we've been in 1B, and our first trip to a state championship since 2007. So we're really excited and hoping we can go get it done.
They face another local team, Richlands Liberty Christian High School. The two teams play tomorrow morning, Friday, in Seattle at 11 a.m.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
All right, lots of stuff to talk about. Let's get right into things. Freezing rain going to be possible again tonight into tomorrow morning, so we put this into motion with Futurecast radar. I know earlier I said that this was the last gasp of snowfall in the Blues, but it's kind of playing possum because it's going to come back and resurge a little bit later for tonight. Then into tomorrow morning, time frame in which we could see some freezing rain, especially in the Valley. But you're noticing a trend here. Overall, Friday is going to be a drier day as opposed to today, and then Saturday is kind of looking like the same thing. It looks like the mountains are going to capture the bulk of the moisture, and lower elevations are going to stay mostly dry, emphasis on the word mostly, and then we have a lot more action to go as we head into the next 7 days. So a closer look at that time frame for tomorrow morning in Yakima. The best time frame for freezing rain is going to be before 10 a.m. After that, trending warmer, and will be trending drier as well. Here's some of the snowfall totals we're expecting from this afternoon through Sunday afternoon. 7 more inches of snow for Tollgate, so I would not, and Oregon 204 is closed right now, but I would definitely not recommend traveling down that way. For the rest of our passes, just modest snowfall totals for now. Okay, and the culprit for a lot of our weather moving and shaking is this low pressure system right here. You see this occluded front, a cold front, a warm front, and as this warm front passes for tomorrow, that's going to do a couple different things to our weather. Number one, it's going to make the wind gusts go way up. Number two, as the name of the front would suggest, our weather is going to feel warmer out there. So first, let's talk about the wind gusts. They could gust anywhere between 40. So during the day for tomorrow, 40 to 45 mile per hour gusts for the basin and for the foothills. I'm thinking the strongest time frame probably going to be tomorrow night, anywhere between, again, 40 to 55 miles per hour. So if you have any Christmas decorations, be sure you're tying them down at the very least. I think the best option would be to bring them inside, and especially if it's like something inflatable, be sure that you're deflating it. Now, by Saturday, winds are looking a little bit less strong, but still anywhere between 40 to 45 miles per hour for the basin and for the foothills. So you're getting the gist of that, right? Friday night, Saturday, it's going to be windy. And like I said, the other impact from this warm front, it's going to be warmer. We'll be about 15 degrees warmer tomorrow, and we'll stay about 10 to 15 degrees above average for this time of the year. So keep the high temperatures in the mid 50s. And rain chances continue after this, and that means that Cascades are going to capture the bulk of this, so we will have that flooding potential. Now, let's tally up what we're expecting over the next 48 hours. Around 1.5 inches for the Cascades. Keep that in mind as I show you this. Now, for after 48 hours and for the next 3 to 7 days out, maybe another 7 inches of water for the Cascades. So if you're keeping score at home, that would be 8 inches of rain over the next 7 days. Could definitely see some localized flooding in and around some of those smaller streams. Burn scars, you think about the Wildcat Fire, the Retreat Fire, the Labor Mountain Fire. So, oh man, just a lot of just here. 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, another day, but albeit a windy day. And yeah, for Hermiston, also windy for the next couple days, milder, and rain chances ebb and flow. And finally for Walla Walla, wet and windy Friday, less so Saturday, then more rain slated after that.
Wow. Yeah, we need to take a breath after all of that. That was a lot to go through there, but my goodness, I guess winter. Wintry conditions have arrived.
It is here, and these are the nights where stacking the show is so hard, because what's the main weather story? All the stories. It's all the weather. Yeah.
Yes, and all the areas slightly different, right? So, yep. So thanks for taking us through all of those individual scenarios.
But that's kind of the magic of this market. So many different microclimates. Yeah. It's always exciting in that corner of the studio.
Yeah.
Never a dull moment.
No, for sure. All right, Josh, thank you very much. We're going to do the Spotlight up next.
If you have an injury claim and are considering a settlement with the insurance company, make sure you're compensated for every element of damage you're entitled to. This holiday message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
So it cooks a pizza in 2 minutes? Take it.
During this special season, trust Apple Valley News Now and ABC for an awesome lineup of magical holiday shows with favorites from Disney plus more. It's all proudly sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Cle Elum offers something special in every season.
An absolute adventure. Every single day is different. It's that sense of community, I would say, that really drives us. It's why we want to live here. It's what we love the most about being here.
It's a really beautiful small town with mountains and everything you ever want to do or adventure.
There are a lot of great restaurants, a few wineries. There's a lot to do and see here. Cheers to Cle Elum.
Learn more at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com.
We're forging the future of the city of Pasco, and we need your voice. The city is updating our comprehensive plan, which covers everything from housing and transportation to utilities and parks. This document showcases the vision of what we want Pasco to be in 2046 and beyond. Tell us about the type of businesses you'd like to see, the types of parks you'd like to visit, and the type of neighborhood you want to live in. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit pasco-wa.gov/comp plan and become part of the future.
Toyotathon is on! Discover holiday magic with a new Toyota. Take a 4Runner skiing.
Wow.
Sick. Pick out the perfect tree with the Tacoma.
Bingo.
Or find the best sledding spot with the Grand Highlander.
Whoa.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon. Oh, Santa got my letter.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Toyotathon is on.
Toyota, let's go places.
If you have an injury claim and are considering a settlement with the insurance company, make sure you're compensated for every element of damage you're entitled to. This holiday message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
Season's greetings from all of us here at Apple Valley News Now.
Time now for the Spotlight at 5. Middle school volleyball players in Yakima are sporting brand new uniforms thanks to an $11,000 donation from the J.J. Watt Foundation. The money provided new gear for teams at Wilson, Franklin, Washington, and Lewis and Clark middle schools. The district says the donation is boosting confidence and team spirit, and they are very grateful for the foundation's support. Have an idea for the Spotlight? Connect with us through any of our social media platforms, or you can email us news@applevalleynewsnow.com.
All right, final look at weather when we come back.
From our family to your family, Season's greetings.
Every point counts. The race to $1 million is on at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Earn entries into the $1 Million Monte Carlo giveaway with free play drawings every Friday and Saturday starting at 6 p.m. Multiply your entries by 10 times every Monday. Then on January 3rd, we're drawing lucky finalists to play for $1 million at 4 p.m. Play now, win $1 million. Only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Did you work at a DOE nuclear site? Do you have your white card? Talk to CNS Cares. We provide the best in-home care for former energy workers. Our local nurses bring you reliable, compassionate care you can count on. And your dedicated care manager will help you get all the care and benefits you've earned.
If there's a lot of things you want to do in life, you probably need to get on this program.
Who you choose matters. Visit cnscares.com.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, we want to take this opportunity to say thank you to all of our patients. It's been a pleasure to serve you and to improve your smiles. So, from all of us to you and yours, happy holidays and a very Merry Christmas.
During this special season, trust Apple Valley News Now and ABC for an awesome lineup of magical holiday shows with favorites from Disney plus more. It's all proudly sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Plan your commute around this dreary Monday morning.
Absolutely electric tonight.
Wait! Go, go, go!
Yeah! Welcome back to what should be a thrilling second half.
Eagles, Chargers, Monday Night Football at 5 on Apple Valley News Now.
Tomorrow morning on Good Morning Northwest, we'll talk about the potential for maybe some more freezing rain in the Yakima Valley. Wind gusts picking way up, temperatures going up, and the potential for flooding in the Cascades. We'll talk about it all tomorrow morning at 5. All right, here's a little bit more Josh. So let's go ahead and take a look at Reason to Smile. And given the weather is so gray and gloomy, I just wanted to call back to something from last week, Black Friday. There's a lot of warmth, a lot of sunshine. It was blue, it was green. None of that right now, as we have, of course, more rain that is rolling through the region. And for tonight, we're going to see more of the same thing. Overnight lows, you see, getting pretty close to freezing in the valley. So we're going with freezing rain specifically for the Yakima Valley. We'll have more rain for tomorrow, although overall it's going to be a drier day in comparison to today. So the big weather stories, there's a lot of them. The freezing rain, wind gusts could be anywhere between 40 to 55 miles per hour Friday night, and Saturday. Maybe 8 inches of rain in the Cascades over the next 7 days. So we're tracking some localized flooding. And it's going to be warmer tomorrow by about 15 degrees.
Which is above average.
Which is about 15 degrees above average. Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, but no complaints here.
Yeah, all right, we'll take it. Thank you, Josh. Hey, thanks for joining us here at 5. We are signing off because it is time to, what? No.
After the world news.
Oh, world news is next. Then we've got Kraken. Good night.